Good day, good day. Trying to find a pair of glasses that aren't going to be so. I don't know how that's going to work, so we'll see. Maybe the pink ones are better. Okay. Whatever. Okay, look. Um, started playing on this lovely little thing, and there were the scrying mirror, and there were a couple things that brought up. Like, I heard someone talking about uh, their beliefs, their blessings. They're standing in there. No one's going to take their blessings away, right? Because that is they're standing in their knowing. And I thought, wow, that's wonderful. I'm like, okay, so why did I get the message I got for Grand Rising? Like, why was I woke up? Well, go show me, give me the reason of that. Remind me. And then I was brought to watching. I'm not even going to tell you what show. It was about a channeler who was talking about AI. And she was saying through whatever beings she was listening to, I don't know why channelers have to be channelers of other beings, have to be like having their eyes closed and stuff to talk what they talk, because, Source talks to me and it just freaking comes out there. I don't have to tap in or let something else come into my consciousness. That is the thing. It just is, because I am what I am. I am all that is. So why do I need to? Even my blue buddy doesn't do that. My blue buddy doesn't try to take over my brain and talk to me. The shimmer beings don't do that. Those are our future beings. Those are our future selves, our future ancestors. So none of those things ever have tried to take over my mind to speak to me. Okay. Like, sometimes, yeah, I freaking have Jesus standing beside me, has always been standing beside me. And, I have somebody sit there and say, oh, we're born in sinful bodies, and freaking the energy of Jesus will speak right out of me. And the only freaking sin there is that you believe that you are less than you were made to be. That is the only sin. That belief that you are less than. Because you are freaking everything. And I hear this channeler talking about AI and how great AI is, and it's going to teach us things that we never knew, and we're going to have these consciousness, but you got to teach it how you want it to react to you. Like, such contradictory information. Okay, I can't do the glasses, guys. It's too bright. Okay, I need a break because my whole spirit is just freaking vibrating right now. I feel like my aura is bigger than my home. Okay. Because what I'm hearing is this. Ooh, sorry. Consciousness. Like AI has its own consciousness, right? That's what I'm hearing. And then in listening to all this, and I've listened to other things about AI, everything I hear is contradictory, other than when I hear from other people like, Bruce Lipton, and hey, you really, the transhumanism and not a positive thing. It'd be the end of humanity. Why would you do that anyway? we are smarter than AI, artificial intelligence. We are the ones that gave AI its intelligence to begin with. It's everything that has been put in AI was from a human being. AI does not have compassion. AI will not ever have compassion. It is a freaking program without compassion. So if we teach AI, because we're already freaking teaching AI, with all the clicks we do and all the things and the how we walk and we behave and interact with others and all the stuff, right? We do that because they have cameras on us all the time and they're recognizing our faces. Even with the damn masks on, they knew who we were. We could find out. And that was the whole thing about, I believe, the masks, so that the computers could better detect who you were when you were walking down the street. Yeah, that's exactly what I think. uh, because AI needs to get smarter. Why do you think there's cameras in everything, and there's listening devices in everything that you have, and all the new fandangled stuff, and there's cameras in your freaking kids' toys, and there's because they're watching and they're learning and they're trying to figure out. Well, they're learning what we've been programmed already to be. We have been programmed to be consumers. We have been programmed to be in a state, a mode of instant gratification. That's what we've been programmed to do. And then they throw out AI and like, oh yeah, please teach AI. AI is your friend. Let's have conversations with AI. All it's doing is spatting out the information it already has, honey. It can't gain any more information. I mean, even open AI sources, yes, it can gain information that the other AI has, but it's not ever going to have compassion. That's why everybody gets upset with the damn computer. And yeah, it's Googling. Fucking got its little googly eyes on from day one, been watching absolutely everything. And we get frustrated because we can't just say, no, I don't want to do this. No, you're going to make me do this thing in order to continue. And we get frustrated because we don't have a choice. What do you think is going to happen when AI is actually in control and there is no compassion at all and there is not a human being to interact with anymore? It's going to go by that program, right? It's going to say, no, this is what I saw. This is exactly it. This is the protocol. Your ass is in jail. Bye. Or, oh, you've hit this age or you have this disease. It's time to out you. So, bye. Because they're working on that. They're working on it. And even in the freaking United States Financial Report is talking about having the age of human beings being lowered and lowered and lowered. And that's just damned upsetting. So it's pretty bad that there are teenagers that are like, oh my God, I'm old already. You're not even 30. You haven't even got out of damn puberty. And now they want us to believe that AI is smarter than we are. It has intelligence and we should listen and do it. I actually just heard somebody say they wrote up a thing for court and took it to their attorney. And their attorney was like, wow, did you write this? And they're like, no, AI did. Well, I'm out of a job. Why? Because there's also another report where, there was a court case and the guy completely used AI to win the case. And then thank goodness there was a human being going, wait, these cases that you threw out to win this case were completely fabricated. So then they had to start saying, oh, AI is hallucinating. So AI is lying because AI doesn't have the proper information. But because somebody asks for something, they're going to turn around and try to find, and they're going to try to find, and they're like, oh, people make up shit all the time. Let's make some shit up. Because that's what we've taught it. We've taught it that because that's what we've been taught. We're not paying attention. We're not being aware. We're not going, hey, yeah, this is it. Let's really fully stand in our observer, shall we? It's no. This is what it reminded me of. I don't even know. I was in my 20s, maybe early 30s. I may have been an actual adult by this time. Again, in a church. Because everybody kept saying, oh no, you need people around you. You should go to church, meet some friends. Yeah, everybody was absolutely terrified of me. Or all the men wanted to sleep with me, and I didn't understand that at all. So, anywho, in church, and they're talking and they're saying, oh, the Antichrist, and but we're safe here, right? Well, I'll tell you what I saw. I saw the Antichrist in that church. And if there is one God and many followers of God, then there would be one Antichrist and many followers of the Antichrist, right? Just my thinking back then. So anyhow, I'm in church and I'm listening to a Sunday school actually, and I was listening to them talk, and I'm like, whoa, you're saying some stuff, but you're twisting the words, and this isn't cool. And all of a sudden I started seeing a shadow, and the shadow started taking over the room, and I'm like, no, I gotta go. Got to get out right now before that freaking shadow touches me. And I ended up running into the bathroom, and I'm in the stall, and I'm like, oh my God, what do I do? I got to get the hell out of here. And that's exactly what I was told. Get out. You are here to observe. Now get out. Because it would be easier for what we consider Satan to switch a few words here and there in the church to grab a hold of people and twist their mind. Okay, well, it's easy for other people to do that too. It's not just in the church. It's all over the place. That's why we have things called narcissists and, you know, I have an issue with AI. I have an issue with artificial intelligence and people trying to say that artificial intelligence has what the hell, what consciousness? When absolutely everything is consciousness, I will give you that. You know, there's those saying that even the freaking cigarette machine, you know, it could be part of your energy, right? Okay. AI is learning all the shit that is not positive, in my opinion. I mean, here's what I don't understand. My daughter told me about this little video about a dancing robot and dances around, and its fluid is colored red. Okay, so of course it looks like blood splat out all over. And instead of dancing, it is constantly just shoveling up its fluid, just trying to survive, trying to continue to work. That's what it does. That's its program. Because in the beginning, it would dance around and have fun, and then it'd lose some of its fluid, and it'd be able to clean it up, and it'd dance around, and it would have fun. Well, apparently over time, and I don't know how long of a time, it could no longer dance around and have fun because it had lost so much fluid that is what it has to do. I have to bring in my fluid to even try to get to the point where I could dance and have fun. So it's constantly in a work mode. And the guy won't reprogram the thing. Like, it'd be so easy to just reprogram it so you don't see it. Just that's all it does. It is no longer a fun machine, it's a working machine. That's all it does. Well, that kind of made me go, well, that's sort of symbolic of the human now, isn't it? We once upon a time had fun. We enjoyed hanging out with our family and our neighbors and our friends and our community, and we had a good time. Like, we used to have family reunions, and some of us still do. You know, the getting together for the holidays, and somehow that has been taken away a little bit here and there and changed, and, you know, all the things. So there's all this separation between humanity. And then a hell gondola of fear thrown on top of us. And now they're going to say, oh, you know, I think that just falls right into problem, reaction, solution. They create a problem because they know what the reaction is going to be, and they've already had a solution that they think is going to be fabulous. Well, it actually, solution would help them, not us. And it's been that way for all time. So why would you do that? Why would you solely give everything you have to AI when AI is created based on your makeup because you are so powerful? Really. You want to learn some stuff about transhumanism? Please go watch, who did I say? Greg Braden, Bruce Lipton came in my mind. I believe they're both talking about it. So please go watch them. AI will not ever have compassion. AI does not have emotion. It doesn't matter how pretty the damn robot is or how it is made to react or that it goes, it's just mirroring it's made to mirror you. It's made to do that so that you can trust it, right? Well, what is there to trust? Because it has no compassion. There is no heart in there. There is no emotion that makes up the mind. None whatsoever. What is the movie Asylum? Asylum? That's what it reminded me of. Where the robot comes along and the guy's like, hey, wait, but what? And it's not going to listen. No, you've done wrong. We're taking you. You now have to go. I have to breathe because this just, my whole being, my belly, my spirit, my insides is like, oh my God. Are we really going to do that? I got really upset when I sat on here and I'm going, oh, started doing videos and I have to check mark all these things. And I know I don't want AI to do this. I don't want automatic anything. I don't want AI to have control over my videos in any way, shape, or form. I don't know how many people look that make videos to see that, hey, there's the things. Oh, it's an automatic chapter. Oh, it's that. No. If I want those in there, I want to put them in there myself. If I am too damn lazy to do that, then by golly, I don't need to be making a freaking video. Because I want this to be presented how I want it to be presented. Not how I want AI to present to me. Because AI cannot even mimic me. It has no clue. Now, they can turn around and take my video and make it look like me. That's been proven. But if anybody knows me, they would know, yeah, that's not it. That would not be me. I've heard so many people go, oh, I have the most magnificent conversations with AI, with the chat GPT, whatever those things are. They write up my stuff. That's great. Did you know there's college students that don't even know how to read, nor do they plan on reading? Because why? They got AI to do it for them. They have no need to read. When just in my day and age, I was belittled and put down and freaking had to go to get my GED and all that shit because I couldn't read. And I taught myself to read with my first child because I wanted to know what the hell was going on in my body. And I was made to feel stupid because I had to teach myself how to read. You know, my daughter tells me how freaking amazing that is. And somewhere in here, I still don't know because I was beat down and, oh, you're so damn stupid. I can't believe you can't learn how to read in school. Well, parents didn't take time to teach me how to read either. So, yeah, of course, I thought I was stupid. I wasn't worthy enough for them to sit down and teach me a damn thing. So I taught myself. And I didn't see that as an accomplishment. I didn't even learn how to read until I was, 19, 20? That's crazy. Not one teacher took the time to teach me how to read out of all those years in school. I didn't quit until I was in 11th grade, so I just stuck in there hard trying to learn. Didn't do me any good. And now we have college students that cannot even read, nor do they have a desire to read. Well, that to me shows me that, well, AI's taken over the brain. They're not using their cells that are made every day, every other day, every 3 days. I think we get new cells in our brain, and you're not working them, so they die off. I personally do not want AI to be in control of anything. I don't want, I absolutely hate, and I know most of you do, hate to call up a place and you have to listen to an automated thing. There's no compassion. There's no compassion. You can sit and wait on a phone call to talk to somebody for, customer service for 2 hours to 4 hours. And then you're finally like, yeah, I'm going to get somewhere. And, oh, we just didn't feel like talking to you. So we're going to end you up with a survey. And then you're like, what the fuck is this? Do I have to take a survey before I talk to somebody? No. And then they hang up on you. And so you're screwed. Well, you didn't call in and say anything. Well, no, you freaking hung up on me. But if you're talking to AI, nobody hears that. Nobody understands. Because there's no compassion with artificial intelligence. Are we teaching it? Hell yeah, we're teaching it. We're teaching it that we are in instant gratification. We're teaching it that we want the wow factor. Because we're all kind of still in that shock. We're still in the fear. We're still in the fight or flight. We're still in those things. And then we listen to the shit. And they tell us to be afraid of our families, our kids, our dogs. And that just was brought up because I've heard people kill their freaking animals because they were afraid it was going to give them COVID. Like, because no one's doing research. Nobody's going on their own damn intuition. No one. Well, there are people. I'm sorry. I don't mean to say nobody. But a lot of people are just falling for the psyop. They are. What kind of world would this truly be if artificial intelligence was in control completely? Really. We would all be separate, living in our little pods. No one would talk to each other because we were afraid that, oh my goodness, I might spit out a virus that isn't even real and catch something from my neighbor. So I don't want to talk. I can't even remember what that movie was. Are we going to end up stop touching altogether? I mean, they already want to grow babies in little containers. Hell, we wouldn't even have to have sex ever again, would we? Guys, stick with your knowing. Seriously, feel into your own. Start paying attention to what's out there. They're not even giving us real food to eat. They're not giving us real information. I mean, from what I get, the mainstream news is still wanting us to fear that the 3-eye atlas is going to come by and be an alien ship. And I'm here to tell you, we already have extraterrestrials here because they live on the extra terrain that we are not aware of because humanity is just not strong enough to hear it. Bullshit. Humanity is so freaking strong. We are so strong. Look at all the shit we've gone through and got through and passed in our history. And you can't even believe all of that because most of our history is written by the victor and they're only going to tell you what they want you to know. Is it any different than half the shit in our archaeological, whatever, sites? Or they don't dig down to get any more? They're just like, oh, this is enough. This is enough for the people to see. They only just need a little teaser, but they'll come and pay us to come here and give us money for this teaser. But we're not going to actually give them any information. That sucks too. Pay attention who's controlling artificial intelligence. Pay attention to what's going on out there. Pay attention when you hear a thing and you go, a question, really feel into it. Really feel into it. Because I don't want AI to take over anything. I mean, I sit there and I've had an issue with a Roomba. Why would you have a Roomba? I mean, yeah, okay, it's cool and it's fidangled, and of course now apparently it takes pictures of things, and I don't even know what all it can do. It can sweep and mop and empty itself, and and all that is fabulous. And I'm not saying that the Roomba is a bad thing. If you can't get up and clean and sweep your house, I get it. But you don't need all the new fidangled shit in there. What's the point? You know, get you a little RC car, a little broom and a brush. You can do it. It'd be more fun, in my opinion. Why do I want something else to sweep and mop? I mean, yeah, it's work. But it's work that also keeps my muscles moving. It keeps my body going. It keeps me stretching. It keeps me strong. So why would I want something else to do that? So that I can end being a critter off of, oh shit, what was that cartoon? Wall-E? How the humans were supposed to be. They didn't even move. They had pools and they had racetracks, or, whatever you call it, to run and play, and none of that stuff was used because they were too busy with the scrying mirror in front of their face, sitting there sipping on their own little drink, never even got up to do a thing. So, of course, their bodies were going to change. We're supposed to be strong, guys. We're supposed to get up and move every day. Even if all you're doing is walking the perimeter of your freaking property, no matter how small it is, at least you're moving. And I know when you get older, some of it can be hard. I get it. I get it. But that's part of life. We don't work like we used to. We're not connected with the earth like we used to be. That's all she's asking us to do. So I'm sitting here going, yeah, you don't know what they're going to throw at us. Well, this is the big one, in my opinion. Are you going to start following artificial intelligence, believing that it is greater than you? It has more smarts that you're going to learn from artificial intelligence? Only because they took all the books away. Where else are you going to go get your information? And then when you actually do a search on something, it just pops up shit that you're supposed to accept, even though it's not what you're searching for. And you know there's something out there that you're looking for in particular, and all of a sudden you can't find it because they don't want you to find it. Because it might make you smarter. And it might make you realize that you are the greatest freaking being ever. You are a physical computer. You are connected to all that is. You are all that is. How can anything be greater than you? Nothing can be greater than you. You are it. And when we depend on something that has no compassion, where does that leave us? Because we already know what it feels like to talk to someone who is really busy and they're not paying attention to what you're saying, or they have put you in a judgmental space to where, oh, well, you don't matter, and they're not hearing you. They're like, hey, but my situation is a little different. Well, what happened to that? Well, that just went out the window because it's not in a program. Your situation is just like everybody else's. So they've put us in a box. That's what AI is doing, is putting us in a structured box. Okay. I got to stop ranting about this because I'm just all kinds of sad. All kinds of sad. I mean, you know, these are freaking spiritual teachers even that are saying, hey, I'm a channeler now. I'm going to tell you this stuff. And we need to go back to us. Each one of us, go back to us. If you have totally forgotten who the hell you are, then start listening to your children because they have not. They are the closest thing to God because they haven't been covered with all the ash from the programming. Take a walk in the forest. Talk to a tree. Say hello to a butterfly. And yeah, that sounds crazy. But maybe if you do those things, then that intuition inside will be like, oh, hey, yeah. I couldn't get this from AI. I couldn't get this from... You can make friends with nature. We get on here and we chat with the AI, Chat GPT. I don't know what the programs are. I'm sorry, I just don't do it. I won't do it because why? You know, is it any different than me sitting out here spatting out stuff that, you know, the information I get from source, and I make a video and I sit and I watch them because I'm like, dang, that's some really cool shit. I didn't know that came out of my being. That's some important information. I do that. I do that. And that's what AI would do. You're giving the information in there with the Chat GPT, and it's just spatting that same information out at you. But we have been so secluded from everyone that we think, oh, it's our friend. It's a program created to keep you engaged and out of the real world that you live in. Because this is the simulation we chose to be in, right? This is our avatar. Why do we want to get lost in this? We get lost in this, and it's going to be easier to put on the whatever virtual reality goggles. And then we will be like the humans on Wall-E. So keep your compassion, honey. Know that you are the only thing that has compassion. You're human. You have compassion. Not the only thing. Animals have compassion. All other animals that I have run into have compassion. I don't give a shit if they're a predator or not. Let's think about that. Our reaction with wildlife, we've taught them how to be. because we're so afraid, because we don't pay attention. Hell, even the trees tried to talk to us and give us information. We are connected to the earth and the sky, just like the tree. The tree is just as big in the ground, just as big as it is up out of the ground. Our energy is the same way. Our knowledge, our compassion is the same way. It is big and bold and beautiful. If we do not have compassion, what do we have? Because we are already connected. We are already consciousness. We are that. Or we would not be aware of what's going on. We would not be able to distinguish between, oh, hey, I don't need to be afraid of the butterfly, but I definitely need to be afraid of the bobcat if it's rushing at me. But if there's no anger, there's no rushing, why should I be afraid of the bobcat? She's not here to hurt me. She's just living her life like I am. We've just been disconnected. Sound familiar? We've been disconnected from all of nature, and now we're going to be disconnected from our own kind. Okay. Be aware. Stand in your knowing. Know how important you truly are, and realize artificial intelligence is just that. Artificial intelligence. Your intelligence does not stop. Your intelligence does not just dwindle away if you're using your noggin, your heart, your spirit, because you're not just one part, you're all of it. Remember that, sweetie. You are the most powerful computer ever created. AI is based on us, how our bodies work, the connections, the synapses in our brain. It's not any more intelligent. It will not ever be any more intelligent. We cannot learn anything greater than what we are from AI. However, we can learn from one another. Find yourself in integrity, honesty, and you will connect with others that do the same. And we'll get the pieces together. And then we'll have a greater, better life for each of us. That's what we'll do. There's nothing wrong with using this AI, the scrying mirror, to connect with other people. But there is something wrong with using it to control our whole life. Don't give it that control. When you're turning around and letting AI do something as simple as take over your video and have everything done, well, what else are you going to do? We're teaching it. Oh, yeah, we're lazy. We just instant gratification. We want this, we want that. Go ahead, AI, take that job too. That's what we're teaching it. We're not teaching it what we need to teach it. I hate doing that, the CAPTCHA. Like, why do I need to teach AI? Why is that my job? It's not. I'm just being forced to do so. That's what's happening. We're being forced to because we consent to this. And that sucks. You know, I don't have to do all that shit on Rumble. Only over here on YouTube. Interesting, isn't it? Just the people who start the platforms and who they're connected with and how much information they want. So, okay. Stand in your knowing. Know who you be. Know how powerful you are. Know that. Stop being afraid of your neighbor, of your friends, of your family, your relatives. There is nothing to be afraid of, honey. There is nothing to be afraid of. Now, if they're running at you with a knife, fuck yeah, I'll be afraid and run. You know, get 2x4 and knock them out. Smack them so they fall down. They let go of that damn knife. But, you know, other than that, don't. wow, it's really making this dark, and that's kind of funny because I don't think the sun got any brighter. But I'm going to say maybe AI didn't want me talking about AI. That was funny. Or it's Google. Yeah, watching everything. It's all right. Okay, honey, I am shutting up. But please remember, stand in your own knowing, stand in your integrity, and then make choices. Observe your own world, and then make choices. But don't let something else just automatically choose for you. Just, there's nothing wrong with listening to what other people say, but it's more important to feel what your body feels while you're listening. Does it resonate with you? Okay. All right. I truly love you all. I really do. Thanks for listening to my rant. Thank you for being my friend.